So why would I make a video about how education is hurting people, hurting all of us? And if you know that I'm so enthusiastic about education and I'm really into it, we've got a live stream coming up tomorrow with Dana Martin, and we just had David Rodriguez on, and education's super exciting, but how is it hurting all of us? Well, what I'm talking about is that yesterday I was meeting with a dairy farmer, and his experience with a state agency, I won't say what state, but it's one of the states where they allow people to sell raw milk. And isn't that weird that you have to get permission to sell and consume whatever food you want? That's just totally weird. We'll get into why that is happening in a minute, but the agreement in this particular state where this farmer is operating, part of the agreement to get this great grace of permission to sell and have people consume a natural food includes permission of the state agents to trespass on your property whenever they want to. And this person went through all the hoops of getting certified, spending massive amounts of money for little, pretty much irrelevant property improvements, and he works constantly day and night, and he just got written up with a violation, leaving milk where somebody could get it, and it was out of the cooler, I guess, on a table or something, and that was a violation because heaven forbid somebody would drink that and it's not radiated and sterilized and pasteurized and cooked and dead, and they would just die because it's raw food, right? So why do the agency workers not know any better? And I'm not blaming the workers. They're really doing their job and doing what they believe is helping society, most of them. And the problem is they've been educated, and I put that in quotes, okay? Educated in the public health in some way, at school or work or both. Sometimes they have degrees in public health, and they're taught that the germ theory is correct. And Pasteur, who's credited as the originator of this germ theory, before he died, he said, sorry about the germ theory thing. That was a big mistake and it was wrong. Yeah, microorganisms are there at the site of diseased tissues, but they're not the cause of the disease. They're drawn by the diseased condition of the tissues, and then they often make it worse because they go there to break down waste, and their byproducts could be corrosive and toxic, and they're not helpful that way. But there's no need to be subject to that. If you just learn how to detox your body and keep it clean, then most of the time you're just completely immune to infectious disease and degenerative disease and things like that. So these agency workers are trained basically that the only way to have complete guaranteed health is to sterilize the world. But their education's deeper than just sterilize the world, and there's all these evil germs trying to kill us, and it's basically a big mistake of God and nature, and that these brilliant scientists have to come in and correct it. But it's deeper than that. The education system now, public and a lot of the private ones are, especially the accredited private ones like colleges and universities, they eliminate common sense, they eliminate the reasoning ability and the respect for intuition and learning how to use that. That is all overruled, and the result is that the system is producing perfect workers for not only these agencies but all the different corporations and government organizations that are basically taking part in destroying life on this planet. It makes them, the education makes them blind to the harm that they're causing. They believe in all kinds of crazy stuff, injecting poison into kids to make them healthy, drugs for everybody as a way to protect your health, that there's no food connection in what you choose to eat to this bad disease that I don't want to mention on public platform right now. It starts with a C, There's no connection to what you eat to that. The doctors will say in the hospital where they're cutting out tumors and stuff, they'll say, oh yeah, have this hamburger helper and ice cream. It doesn't matter what you're eating. And then it's okay for the government to take away half your earnings and use it for things to hurt you. It's okay to disarm the citizens because that's going to make them safe. It's okay to trap kids in school for 12 years when they're developing their brain and their mind and their character and their heart and everything, and that's going to just normalize them into society so they have no idea what is really going on. And if the parents try to save the kids or don't want to inject them with poison or don't want to give them chemotherapy or something, then it's okay to kidnap the children from the parents, or parents that are being just difficult, or maybe they're taking some kind of drug that the state doesn't approve of, or who knows what. I mean, when the government is one of the biggest criminal organizations out there, it's okay for them to steal the kids of people, and this is happening. It's called medical kidnap. Look it up online. It's happening all over the world. But you know, there's no magic system of government or society that works without a conscious population. And the founders in America warned about that when they came up with this idea of a republic. I think it was Benjamin Franklin who told a lady when they were coming out of the meetings to finalize all the details of it. He said, well, the form of government we came up with was a republic if you can keep it. At least that's what the quote is. And it means you have to have a conscious, truly educated population, not indoctrination education like they're doing now, but for any system, including free market capitalism, which is the best I know of, to actually work, you have to have a system that has a built-in sense of ethics and consciousness. But we don't have to wait for everybody to figure that out. A minority is potentially so strong they can change that for the better. So if you get motivated and you get tired of, not having the full potential of your life developed, if you want to be part of that minority, learn about how to get your health and your energy back. Not with drugs and not with, really stupid stuff that's taught now, but with the real ancient laws of nature that have been known and taught since way before recorded history, since the beginning. I suggest that you get your health and energy back first, and then at the same time you can start working on the real work, which is internal consciousness work that you don't have to even say anything to do it. It's all done internally. If you get interested in that, start doing your real work. Do it on your own or any way you want to, or if you want a support group for it that's seriously working on it. Check out lostartsradio.com/club. Remember our Sunday shows and our Saturday afternoon show that we just started, and watch our channels. If we eventually get kicked off the public channels because we're telling too much that's true, check out real.video, and remember our main website, lostartsradio.com. And we'll see you next time.